Hey everybody, it's the Daily Moogle, and welcome back to Dragon Warrior Monsters. And we left off, in the last video, we had just rescued Hale. And now we're gonna walk outside. And this guy's about to jump! We got a jumper! But it turns out you can do it too. It's perfectly safe. And yeah, he says, phew! I'm just glad I didn't get hurt. I should be more careful. Yeah, maybe you should. But yeah, he actually blocks you from being able to go down any further at this point, and so does the Monster Master here. Oh, Terry, it's you. I'm getting old. Just going downstairs hurts me. You're going to the arena? Good luck. But, yeah, basically the game guides you to the arena because that's what you're supposed to do next. But we could explore just a little bit first, I guess. This is the village of Great Tree. The arena is over there in the hole. Yep. And we can talk to these people. Hey you, do you have a tiny metal? Not yet, but we were going to be collecting those, for sure. You don't have it? What are you doing? It must be somewhere. Yeah, it's not really an it, though. There's a lot of them, like there's more than one. Once I picked up a tiny metal, back when I was on a journey through the Traveler's Gate. Oh, let me tell you something useful. Beyond the Traveler's Gates, sometimes you can find small rooms. You can record your quest in the journal while in those rooms. Those rooms are the only places you can record your quest beyond the gates. So yeah, that's an important note to make, is that when you're out traveling, technically you cannot save your game unless, like they said, you're in one of those rooms. And it's just totally random. You saw in the last video that the dungeon that we went to was pretty much all randomly mapped. And that's exactly how pretty much all the dungeons are in this game. They're just sort of randomly generated floor by floor. So every time you go to the next floor, there's a chance that you'll end up in a room like an inn or a shop or a priest, even. So there's some different variations that you'll run into. Anyway, we can see the ground far below. Great Tree is a small kingdom in a big tree. And then, yeah, this little room here with the metal above it. This guy looks kind of familiar, doesn't he? Doesn't he kind of look like the king? Oh, welcome, Mass. I am the Metal Man. Yeah, so basically the king poses as the guy that collects tiny metals as well. So when he exits his little throne room and goes through the curtain, the path up there actually leads back to the throne room. So this is where he goes after he says, busy, busy, busy. I collect tiny metals scattered all over the world. If you find some, give them to me. I'll reward you. The more metals, the better your reward. I'm counting on you. Busy, busy. Yeah, see, and there you go. That's pretty much the final icing on the cake there. That tells you what's going on. So yeah, anyway, he'll give you different rewards based on the number of tiny metals that you find, and you can find these anywhere. You can find them in Great Tree. You can find them while you're wandering around in the Traveler's Gates, pretty much anywhere. So he says he'll give us a Zapbird egg when we bring him 13 metals. So that's the first prize. And then this guy is a metal slime right here. Both the Metal Man and myself love metals. If you bring metals, then he'll reward you. If you collect a lot, I might give you something too. So there you go. That's the rundown of the whole tiny metal collecting part of the game. Obviously we don't have any yet, but we'll find some, don't worry. Yeah, I guess we can probably go to the arena. So, as opposed to walking around and talking to everybody in the arena right now, I'm just going to go ahead and enter, because I want to get some action going. So, to enter the arena, you have to talk to this lady behind this counter here. So, she's going to give us the whole intro spiel. Welcome to the arena. Huh, me? I'm famous here. Everybody likes me. Hee hee hee. Whatever. So you want to become the champ to find your sister? To do that, you must survive here to represent our kingdom. There are classes in the arena. They start from G and go all the way up to D. There are higher classes than D, but you're not ready for them yet. Yeah, we would get creamed right now. What do you think? Ready to fight? G class is free. And, yeah, so as the letters increase, the difficulty of the class increases. And so basically, most of the story of the game becomes just you go through various Traveler's Gates that have stronger and stronger monsters, so you train yours, you catch new ones, you breed them, and you make them even better. And ultimately, you have to enter these classes, and you can see some of them you have to actually pay to enter. These ones are not expensive, but some of the later ones are a little bit pricey, actually. But we'll end up having plenty of money. Money is usually never really a problem, you know, by the time you're actually ready to enter and try to win. So G-Class is free. Let's go ahead and do that one. And it's pretty hard not to win this one. Like, I probably could have gone and got at least one more monster on my team, so I would at least have 3 people. But I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. Ladies and gents, please welcome Terry. Now we begin the first match. And yeah, in every class, there's 3 matches that you have to win all in a row. You don't get a chance to heal up in between. So all of your healing and whatever you want to do, it's got to be in battle. And another thing is, you can't actually... ordinarily here, this would be a command where you can tell your team exactly what move you want them to use. But you actually can't do that. So that it's basically a rule in the tournament that you're not allowed to actually tell your monsters what to do. You have to rely on giving them basically, I don't know what to call these, but charge would be like you want them to attack. Cautious would be like you want them to defend or heal somebody. And then mixed would just be sort of like, okay, let the game's intelligence decide what to do, kind of a thing, depending on the situation. So it's either that, or if you just click Fight, Fight will just automatically select whichever command you chose last for every person on your team. So like for now, I'm just going to do Charge for everybody, because the battle just started and I want to attack. But Hail will definitely be doing some healing. So we're going to be using Cautious. Alright, we should be okay for this first fight at least. We should make it through the first fight without too many problems here. Yeah, the Anteater does pretty decent damage. And I'm just going to go ahead and fight again. I probably shouldn't be as worried about using all my MP as I am keeping my HP up. Because that's all I was trying to do there. I'm trying to conserve my MP so I don't run out. But if Hail dies, then it's over. So... Stub Suck there in the middle. That's a new one. So Slib, you can charge, but Hail, I'm going to have you go Cautious. And you see, that actually caused him to heal instead of attack. Oh, I forgot, the Stub Suck knows Sleep. That can be really bad. But by the way, when Hail used Cure, notice he didn't use it on himself, he actually chose to use it on Slib instead. And that's more or less just a decision that the game made, that it sort of deemed that it would be more beneficial to recover Slib than Hail at that point. So now that they're both kind of back up HP-wise, I'm going to have Hail charge again, which will cause him to attack. And yeah, the slimes will go down pretty fast, but the Stub Suck, well, will take a little longer. And typically that's how the enemy groups are arranged, at least in the tournaments. So the 2 monsters on either side will tend to be weaker, and then the one in the middle will be stronger. That's not necessarily always the case, but at least in these early classes, it definitely is. Alright, and now for the third match of each class, yeah, it's always somebody a little bit more well-known. So like here it is, it's the principal of the Master School. The first 2 challengers were just random NPCs, like nobody important, basically. So, but the third match is always somebody like special, or they'll at least say who it is. I'm the principal of the Master School. If you survive me, G-Class is yours. Show me what you're made of. So yeah, we're already fighting the principal of the school. Like, you'd think we wouldn't even be able to handle this fight yet, but I bet we're gonna win. So yeah, there's 2 spookies there, and the Hork. Is that what those guys are called? If I remember right. Oh, shoot. Yeah, the spookies have a move where they lick you, which sounds kind of kinky, but it's actually kind of annoying because, yeah, it says Slib is shivering, so basically you lose a turn. And I really hope Hale can pull off a heal here. Alright, good. Yeah, it causes your monster to not be able to react for 1 turn. There he goes again. I totally forgot how annoying that is. Yeah, let's have him just fight. Because Hale can't move anyway. But I'm going to want him to heal on the next turn if he doesn't die here. No! Shit! That's really bad. I might be screwed now just because of that. And it barely did enough damage to kill him. Like, come on. Yeah, I'm going to lose. Oh, come on. You can't even go down fighting. You're just going to miss and then get goosebumps. This is embarrassing. Jeez, man. Could this be a slower death? Like, can you just... Once I know I'm going to lose for sure and there's nothing I can do about it, why don't you just kill me then? Jeez. So anyway, it's really not that bad if you lose at this point. Yeah, it just says, too bad, you need more training, blah blah blah, you suck. There are many veterans in the arena, ask them how to become stronger. Well, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to chalk that up to mainly bad luck, because Hale got killed. But, if we want to eliminate some risk, what we really should do is go back into the Traveler's Gate. Notice once you've cleared the gate, meaning you've beaten the boss, the gate actually stops spinning, but you can still enter it and go back in and, you know, go catch whatever monsters you want, because you'll find that each Traveler's Gate only has certain types of monsters in them, and ultimately, once we start breeding, you're going to need to go into particular gates to find particular monsters. Ooh, if I could get this Anteater on my side, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm going to need you to go ahead and join my team. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks for not doing that. But yeah, even within a single Traveler's Gate, certain monsters may only appear on certain floors of that gate as well, so... and it's typically in groups of, I think, 4 or 5 floors at a time. So yeah, in this case, there's only 4 floors. So, either a Slime, a Draki, or an Anteater, any of those are going to show up on any of the 4 floors, like, because it's so short. But some of the later Traveler's Gates might have, like, 20-something floors. And so, for example, floors 1 through 5 will have a certain type of monsters, and then... Oops. And then floors, you know, 6 through whatever, 6 through 10, for example, will have other different ones. So you kind of got to know which floor the monster is on that you're looking for. You know, you might end up wasting some time. Alright, there we go. We got a Draki. A female Draki. Heck yes. And no, I'm not going to call it Donkey Kong. You know what? I'll call it Dark. I was going to go for Drac, but Dark actually works too. Because, you know, he's black. I don't... This is so dumb. But that's really all I wanted. I just wanted a third team member, so we can go ahead and try to just get through the rest of this place. Or heck, we could go ahead and throw a Warp Wing, I guess. That would be the quickest way to get out of here. Ah, crap, I hit a dead end. Alright, well, let's kill the slime. Why not? Bam! Alright, we got a level up out of the deal. And Dark, too. Nice! Yeah, I guess right now would be a good point to talk about the bird family. Draki is part of the bird family, and it's a bird because you can see the wing there of feathers next to the word family right there. And then for Slime and Healer, those are both from the Slime family there, so you can see that. But what I want to point out about the bird family, one of the special sort of characteristics about it is that they level up extremely fast. Like, a lot faster than any other monster family. So, that's just a really good advantage of them, is you can get them to level up really fast. We'll come to learn that you can only breed a monster once it's reached level 10. If it's below level 10, it's considered too young to breed, basically. So, but, you know, if you're trying to breed a bird family monster with something else, you can, you know, basically get them to level up to level 10 really, really fast. And, in fact, I kind of want to get Draki up to the next level anyway, just because he's only got one, or I should say she. The monsters do have genders. She's only got one more experience point to the next level, so every little bit helps. There we go. Yeah, and I'm clicking through the stat ups, updates, stat ups, increases. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to talk too fast, and I keep, like, tripping over my own words, man. But anyway, my intention at this point is to just get out of here now. And I'm going to go ahead and go back and try G-Class. I'm a lot more confident now that we're going to win. Even with a little bit of bad luck like last time, we should be fine. Just by having a third party member. You know, it's just somebody else to do more damage and to take some hits, so... alright, I guess we'll just take the Traveler's Gate here. So yeah, Traveler's Gate always appears at the end after you beat the boss too, so... It's not like you're stuck, you know, once you reach the end. Wadaboo bailed us out last time, but... Luckily, there's a Traveler's Gate there now. Alright, let's go ahead and try again here. Second time is the charm, as they say, right? Anyway, yep, skip through this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and it's the same monsters that you have to fight, so, to be honest, let me just skip this, maybe, and I'll just jump to the third challenger, which was the principal of the Master School. So I'll do that, and I'll see you in a second here. Alright, guys, those first two challengers went down pretty easy. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, everybody's still alive, so that's good. And here we are about to take on the principal again. So yeah, typically, if you lose a class, then, I thought the third challenger is supposed to have different dialogue, but maybe, I guess, since this is the first class, they don't do that for this particular one. But yeah, I think normally the third challenger will say something different, like, "Oh ho, you're back for more," or some stupid crap like that. Alright. We're fine for this battle. I'm not worried at all now. They're the ones that should be shivering now. Yeah, even though they're gonna keep licking us and giving us goosebumps. Yeah, come on. You're just delaying the inevitable now. Alright, Spooky 2 goes down. Oh yeah, critical hit. Bam! And it's on the Hork too, nice. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Hale is still cautious, yeah. Go ahead and heal Dark there, please. Thank you very much. Oh, he dodged the lick. Very nice. I like. Congratulations! We have a new winner. Give a round of applause for Master Terry. Yeah, so that's it. Well done. You survived G-Class. And now this guy comes to congratulate us and drag us back to the king. Oh, Sir Terry, congratulations on your victory in G-Class. The king summons you. Come this way. What does he want now, man? I'm busy. Oh, Terry, I heard you survived G-Class. Well done. You're not B... Never mind. What were you going to say there? How are you, King of Great Tree? I realized that you are the host this time. As the host, I hope you will fight with honor. Oh, what a cute little child. Were you playing with the king? I am the King of Great Log. Hey, that's where Waraboo is from. King of Great Tree, it's going to be a quick battle. Ha ha ha! So he must be one of our competitive kingdoms that will be entering the Starry Night tournament then, huh? Arg, we will see who has the last laugh. Terry, you must win! I'll open the room of Villager and Talisman as a reward. It'll be useful for you. There are stronger monsters there. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy. And there he goes off to be the Metal Man. I know your secret, dude. The room of Villager and Talisman is in the Traveler's Chamber. So yeah, it's in the same place where all the other Traveler's Gates are. You'll have to defeat your rivals in the arena. If you win, you'll be the representative of our kingdom at the Starry Night tournament. So there you go. Well, I may as well cut this video in the same exact location as the last one, right? Just for consistency's sake. Why not? But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go ahead and save my game in the journal here. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. This is the Daily Moogle. Have a good one.